Hello everybody, and welcome to Secret of Mana Randomizer Weekly Seed number 156. We got a matchup today between Heinz and Leoned. We're going to be starting off with the boy, and let's see what our settings are. So we're starting here because the Flammie Drum is in Logic, so you got to find that. Let's see what these first checks are. Starting weapons and everything like that. The bow! A horrible starting weapon. Boomerang is in a town, and we have a boomerang orb in the basement. Okay, hints are on. Okay, so let's see, we have a Mana Tree Revival as our goal. We need either 6 or 7 seeds. Okay, Heinz immediately setting out to go to, well, he's going to check his weapons first. Leoned is going to be making a save here at Potos, and is going to, well, I guess he won't be able to go and check. He doesn't have a cutting weapon, so he won't be able to go and check the, sword pedestal in the river, but he will be able to see this boss, and it is Kettlekin. Or is it Kilroy? I always forget. This is one that I always mess up, is Kettlekin versus Kilroy. Heinz blasting off to the Upperland to go get those freebies, and also check to see what the Upperland Forest orb is. Leoned made a save, and it maybe saves coming this check here. We are finding, let's see what we're doing here. Finding one character at level 1, the other doesn't exist. No chest drops. Which is sad because the gold drop multiplier is 200 instead of 50. Alright, Heinz is checking out what this orb is. And it is Undine, which means that tells us if only one character is available, that the Sprite is in play and the girl is not going to exist. So I'm going to go ahead and mark the girl out. See ya, Prim. Not happening this time. Alright. Good information for Heinz to find. Just in general, not super helpful early on, but good to know that the Sprite is the other character in play. He's going to be picking up a Javelin Orb and an Axe Orb, and still has money to jet back because they're starting with 100 gold. Leoned finishes his boss fight, and let's see if it's worth keeping, if he's going to save scum this boss fight. A Sword Orb and Salamando Magic, that is good to keep, so he's going to be keeping that, so that's a good fight to have. Heinz is going to be blasting back, and Leoned's about to be blasting off. Let's see what else is happening. Complexity hard. Yeah, chest drop frequency is none, but gold drop multiplier is usually 50 gold per level. It's 200 gold per level. You're not going to be seeing that because there's no chests. That sucks. Restrictive logic, Flammie Drum in logic. Complexity is hard. Heinz actually dropping back into Guy's Navel. Vanilla shops. Starting with 100 gold, yeah, and need somewhere between 6 and 7 seeds. That's it. So we know now from that information, and that's where Leoned is headed right now, to the upper land to see the same information. Talking to Watts, Heinz picks up a Boomerang Orb, so he's going to be picking up a lot of freebies here in Guy's Navel. Leoned will be getting some info here as well by seeing the orb that is available in Upperland Forest. Finally, it's nothing. Thanks, Elder, for nothing. Spear Orb, and Leoned, menuing instead of taking the 3 steps south, is menuing and targeting the orb, sees that it's an Undine Orb, and then knows the info there, that is, Sprite is in play and the girl is not. Alright, Heinz got the 3 freebies within the dwarf town itself, and is now headed to, to get the magic rope. Leoned picking up the Javelin Orb, and what else was it? Was it another Boomerang Orb? I think it was. It's not... I think that's what it was. Either that, or I misclicked something, or something just didn't click. My mouse has been acting up this past week, and clicks have not all clicks have been registering. So that's a bit of a problem when I'm trying to track things for 2 people. So my apologies if I've missed an orb. I promise I clicked the space on my screen where it should have shown up. So Heinz got all of the freebies and now is going to check up, running to, I guess back out, maybe going to, what is this place called? Kippo Village? Check the sign there. Leoned now running into Guy's Navel. No, just sprinting into the corner. So yeah, vanilla shops. Not a lot of money to start with, and picking up less money because, oh man, it's so unfortunate that you see that 200 gold multiplier for the drops, and then no chest drops allowed. Leonid will be going to pick up this first chest at the magic rope and get a javelin orb. Heinz on his way to Pandora. Leonid roping out and probably going to go through the back door now. Yep, to Watts. So is Heinz just going to go to... Yeah, just with a bow and nothing else. Is just going to go into Pandora Ruins. All right, Leonid has gained a couple levels. Boomerang Orb. Has gained a couple of levels from that fight with Kettlekin. There's nothing. Now, one thing, Heinz did not check the orb at Underground Palace. Leonid's just going to run on in and fight. And it's a vampire. Man, vampires show up here a lot with random bosses, or swap bosses. So Heinz is making his way through the Pandora Ruins to get to the wall face fight to unlock the treasury in Pandora Castle, while Leonid is taking a nap. Unfortunate. Heinz has now made his way to the boss room. He's about to drop in. We'll see what that is. Leonid, using this bow, dealing single-digit damage to the vampire. Oh, hey, okay. This is a good weapon to have against Axebeak. Or no, Springbeak, excuse me. See, once again, it's like when they have the reskin, the recoloring. Good damage there on Springbeak. For the first fight, Leonid getting knocked unconscious. Ooh, taking some more damage. Only at 10 health. He may want to come back to this later. I don't know. We'll see. He may be forced to come back to this later because he's the only target for the... Oh, yep. So Leonid dies against the vampire. I don't know if he'll run back in. I think he's ill-equipped. Oh, he's going to send it. Let me try one more time, boss. 5 damage. Not looking good. Heinz getting good positioning and staying out of the way of the jumps from Springbeak here. Hasn't taken any damage yet. Kind of one of the few times it's nice to have the bow to start with is against boss like that. Ah! Incoming. Uh-oh, taking some damage now against those chicken legs. Oh man, gets comboed. Oh, there he is, and he's down. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, Springbeak took a big hop across the room and just comboed the boy to death. Leonid getting maunched on and taking some big damage there. 14 damage. So I have not seen, I don't know if either one of them menued to see what the effect is on this bow, to see what kind of weapon, like if we're getting any type of buffs, if it's a certain type of elemental damage. We just have a golden bow. Or the damage that it's dealing, it's not golden, it's like butter. The butter bow. Leonid dealing a big old 0. Oh, Heinz is just... Oh, no, he's just mistiming stuff against these jumps. He was on a roll that first fight before he got wombo comboed. He just got to stay back and make sure to... Oh, big damage. Uh-oh, here comes a lightning bolt, too. Neither of them... I mean, they both started with 100 gold. They spent 50 gold going to Upper Land and 50 gold coming back, so they don't have money even for candy. Up, and Heinz goes down a second time. Leonid is he gonna check? No, he's roping out. Yeah, he's done. 2 times was enough. He's gonna, I guess, go buy some candy. I don't know what else he would have money for. He has beaten one boss, but he took the same round trip. Oh, Heinz immediately running in to those feet. 98. Ooh, power wrist. Right, it's vanilla shops. Power wrist giving you that +5 strength and +5 damage. It's one of the a lot of the accessory items give stat increases as well. And power wrist only giving 4 defense, but giving +5 strength is just so nice to have. Metal Mantis at Tropicalo. This is going to be a more manageable boss fight. Heinz getting ballooned. Gotta stay away from the chicken legs. Yeah, Leonid just kind of sitting back and firing across the gap Taking some big damage from the gem missiles, though. That's one of the problems, is the way that the boss is getting aggroed right now, since he's out of range. Oh, he's going to be able to save it with a candy? He may be unconscious. We'll see. No, he dodged the damage and dodged death. Oh, there he is. Well, there it goes. He had it coming. Oh, time for the long nap. And this Thunderbolt's probably going to put Heinz down. Yep, that's 3 tries. Is he going to back out? I mean, that's a long walk into that check. That's the problem. Oh, he's sending it again. He's just hoping that he can RNG and get it. There we go. Okay, Leoned is now boxed in, but this may be where he wants to be because the Metal Mantis can't jump back behind him because of the way that the arena is set up. But he also can't, because he's so close, it's not going to trigger the boomerang attack. And he's not going to try, the Metal Mantis is trying to jump back in order to put, you know, the characters in front of him. And so he's also not going to be casting Gem Missile. So that actually worked out. Leoned got twerked into a corner, and it worked in his favor. Took out Metal Mantis, and let's see what he'll be getting from this fight. Glove Orb. 400 gold and a Glove Orb. So 2 Glove Orbs and 400 gold. He loves to see the 400 gold, and is immediately going to buy some armor. Heinz taking damage from the... Uh-oh, here comes another spell. Air Blast is going to do another 20-something damage. 11 damage. Oh, that was lower, but still within death range if there's another spell or something like that. Takes another Thunderbolt. Could take him down. Oh, silence. Gotta be careful not to... Alright, what did he get? Power Wrist and Spiky Suit. That's some good damage. Heinz! 4 tries, but does it. Takes out Springbeak without backing out and needing any other armor, any candies, or anything like that. Now that Leoned has not leveled up the bow, so he's not going to be doing more damage, but he's going to be surviving. Well, he does have a Power Wrist. That gives him a little bit extra. So this is his 4th attempt now. Bow Orb. Oh boy, a Bow Orb and an Axe Orb. So Heinz gets an orb for the weapon that he actually has. Leoned dealing a little bit of damage here. That's good. Now this... boss has gained a couple of levels as well of stats because he's leveled up, and we are matching, bosses and enemies are matching player levels right now. Heinz is going to go check out this secondary shop that, nope, never mind, he's not. I thought he was going to be running into that secondary shop that opens up after you beat Wallface. He is going straight to the back. Yeah, killing that other enemy, that other boss here, and getting some armor means that Leoned will, oh, get this NPC out of the way. Get this raccoon cap kid. Shoo, Davy Crockett. Out of the way. All right, Heinz is about to go talk to the girl. What is the freebie that we have here? A sword orb. Well, it'd be really nice if we had a sword. We do need a cutting weapon. Since this is a Mana Tree Revival, we need either a sword or an axe in order to get through the bushes to get to the back half of the Pure Lands. What do we got here? Gnome magic. Dryad magic. The Water Seed. There's 1 seed. The Light Seed. There's 2 seeds. Bow Orb. Another Bow Orb. Wow. 3 magics, 2 seeds, and an orb. The orb for the only weapon that you have right now. And also a Bow Orb. Well, I'm trying to remember what the Bow Orb. Was that from the girl? Or was that from the Wallface fight? Doesn't matter. Heinz feeling a lot better now. Having a weapon that he can actually level up. He's going to go check out the shop, see what kind of money he has. Only 90 bucks. He could get an elbow pad or some he may be able to get the cap. I think the cap is 70. Yeah, headgear 70. Going to pick up the headgear and a couple of candies. Should give him, I think it's like 7 defense, if I remember. Hey, I remember numbers. Leoned not taking much damage from the vampire, so he's got the survivability. He just has to outlast him. He's not dealing a whole lot of damage, but, you know. Having extra armor means that the vampire is also not draining health from him with any of the... not even dealing damage. With that, like, picked him up and ate him. Didn't even deal any damage. Heinz now has that Water Seed, probably going to go towards the Water Palace area. Turn in the Water Seed. Could go into Undine Cave. Could go back to Potos. He has not fought the Potos fight. But it certainly opens up a lot of things for him. And he has Undine magic. Now he knows that he needs the Sprite if he needs to move forward in the seed. Nobody checking hints. We had like one hint check, and nobody else is caring. I wonder if that's wise, or if that's going to be detrimental. If it's like, oh, there were hints all over the place telling you exactly where to go. You know. All right. Oh, hey, it's same thing. It's our buddy boy here. Heinz is sitting back with that bow and dealing some good damage right now. And yeah, he's already in his second phase, so this boss will be going down soon, and Heinz will be turning in the water seed. Leoned still fighting. Just death by 1,000 cuts. Oh, Heinz gets up on the high place. Get out of the way. All right, and Kettlekin goes down. And Leoned, yeah. He's hitting with a bunch of, what were they called, like stingers or wasps? I don't know if anybody in like grade school or junior high remembers like having wars where you folded up pieces of paper and like fired them with rubber bands at people. People call them a bunch of different things. That's what I feel like Leoned's fighting with. Bow orb picked up by Heinz, another bow orb. That's 3 orbs for the singular weapon that our runners have right now. Kinda nice. Luna, the sword. All right, bow, get out of here. All right, that's 4 magics picked up. And now we have a cutting weapon. Heinz is happy to see that. Is he going to check out to see what it is? No, he's just going to rope out. All right. So Heinz is probably not going to be leveling up that bow. Leoned finally takes down. I mean, they spent so much time taking down this vampire. Hopefully it's worth it. All right, we got the Hydra here. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a long fight for Heinz. Ugh! He has high stats because it's just a late game boss, and it's thrown here in this dungeon right now, early on in the seed. Javelin orb and the Flammie Drum. Oh, there it is. Okay, totally worth it. Good job, Leoned. All right, off to adventure for Leoned. Except he needs to go to the, and he probably is going there right now. Needs to go to Pandora, because that's so much stuff. But he's going to go do a bunch of freebies first. Fair enough. Heinz making good work against this Hydra, not taking a lot of damage. Just picking up that one, that headgear is enough to keep him from taking a lot of damage from this fight, which is really nice. But he's just not dishing out a whole lot. What does Picard have for us? Spear Orb. All right, at the lighthouse. Leoned is blasting off again. Probably going to go to Taznica now. Carry along. Maybe not. South He's going to do all the Empire stuff. Talk to Mara. Go open up some chests. I thought, you know, he's going to stay along the southern border of the world. There's a whip orb. No whip. Whip not necessary to get to the end of the Pure Lands, but it's nice to have. May not want to see it too soon. You don't want to open up too much stuff and start sending yourself down some weird paths that may or may not be helpful. Leoned now coming to Northtown Ruins, and we'll see if he dives the 3rd chest, but he's definitely going to get these 2 chests on the left and right balconies. Heinz surviving, and still dealing out some damage against this Hydra. So as long as he can do this in one, you know, it's a long fight, but worth it. As long as he doesn't die and have to redo the fight. All right, Leoned's first chest is a fire seed. Okay, so we have Heinz takes down the Hydra and is going to be getting 3 checks here from Undine in a second. Leoned finds a seed, so we have knowledge of 3 seeds so far. 1 at the right side balcony, and 2 in Pandora Treasury Room. Heinz would be picking up an orb, the Boomerang Orb. And with a chat to Undine, what do we got? Boomerang Orb. A double Boomerang Orb. Well, I guess he's going to be keeping that. There's a Sword Orb. Hey! Heinz is going to take a little bit of time getting some, the sword leveled up and getting some money. Leoned now heading to Northtown Castle. Unfortunate, once again, just, you know, that the gold multiplier, drop multiplier was 200, and chest drop frequency is none. Alright, Leoned's hopefully got enough defense to not get frosted here, going through the castle in Northtown. And we'll see what Heinz decides to do. I guess since he's up here, he may go to Potos. $100. And the Moogle Belt. Alright, the one hint that Heinz has checked, other than talking to the village elder, is a joke hint. Neat. Alright, Heinz is just full sending it into the Mantis Ant fight. And we'll be fighting a familiar foe. Leoned's about to pick up his chest in the basement here of Northtown Castle, and it is an Axe Orb. And he's out of here. It's all the freebies. Heinz realizing that he's not taking any damage since he has on a fancy hat, so he is fearless and all up in the grill of his robo enemy. Leoned coming to see what Santa has for him. Will he talk to Rudolph? Yes, what is this hint? Sylphid late game. Alright, well, neat. 400 gold, good to find. That seems like our runners are kind of starved for gold right now. A little bit. Kettlekin should be going down in just a second. Leoned coming to Ice Castle, Ice Palace, Frost, whatever. The Cold House to get the freebie here. All right, Heinz takes down Kettlekin at Mantis Ant. We'll see what he will be getting. A Sword Orb and Salamando. And then I believe it was a Glove Orb over here for Leoned, and he's out of here. So Heinz keeps that. Has a sword. All right. He's going to go check. Is he just going to full send it? He's going to come back at... Oh, he remembers. Oh, he's going to shop first. I thought he was just going to, like, go. Leoned coming to Tango to get the freebie here. All right, there we go. Heinz is gonna. No, he's not. He's not going back for that check. That's a lost check. Glove Orb found for Leoned. So Heinz needs to get to Guy's Navel is what he needs to do. Leoned also not leveling up. Well, he can't. Actually, he can't level up. That's the one difference here. Well, I mean, other than of course Leoned having the Flammie Drum, is that Heinz has multiple weapons and has the ability to, has not yet, leveled them up, has orbs for them. Leoned has orbs for everything but the bow. Gets a big old nothing from Turtle Island. Heinz is coming back here with some cash in hand to get a spiky suit and, I guess, a power wrist. Or he may go for the Cobra bracelet. Goes for the Cobra bracelet. All right, so that should be, I think it's 6 defense instead of 4, and keeps you from getting poisoned. I believe that's what it is. There's no poison from the Cobra bracelet. And he's got a, let's see if he'll hoof it back to Guy's Navel. Leoned is now at Taznica. Heinz taking a big think and being like, well, what can I do? What is there? Leoned, bow versus sword. Yeah, Heinz is on his way to Guy's Navel now. Kind of getting forced to go there. Oh boy, a boomerang. All right, Leoned has now picked up another weapon. The wind seed is in a hard to reach spot. Uh-oh. Well, this is a hard complexity seed. But we need either 6 or 7 seeds. That may be... The wind seed may be one that just you can just go, nah, don't want it. We need dropping frames or something. I don't know what's going on there. Coming to Mandala to get a bunch of hints. Now he's like, well, you know, let me see what if I can get some sort of guidance. Yeah, Heinz has come back to fight the bosses here in Guy's Navel. What hints? Shade Magic and Empire. All right. You need Luna for the Grand Palace. You need 5. All right. Nothing. There it is. All right, the pieces have been fit together. The Mech 3 prizes the Wind Seed. Gross. Hopefully you just don't do that one. You need Luna Magic. You need 5 Magic in order to get through the Wind Palace, to get to the Mech, or to get through the Grand Palace, to get through the Mech Rider. The sword is in Potos area. That's great for Leoned to find. So Leoned now has hint for a cutting weapon and knows exactly where one of the seeds is and does not like it. He's checking this again to make sure. I need Luna. Shade is an Empire. I need 5 things for the Grand Palace. Oh, he's writing that down. He's like, oh man, I hope this is not the seed that I need. There are 8 seeds in the game, and 6 or 7 are required. So that is a... some good info to find, but also like when you just read and you go, ah, oh, well that seed's dead to me. Because then you also need the whip to do the Grand Palace. The whip, the Sprite, Luna, which Heinz has picked up, and then at least, 4 other magics. All right, Leoned has now come to Pandora, and this is going to set him in a good position. Is going to give him, I mean, with that hint, needing, 5 magics, 5 elements. Heinz has 5 elements, but this will give Leoned the Light Seed, the Water Seed, Undine, Gnome, Dryad. Just good stuff all around. Heinz getting up in the grill of the Metal Mantis. They're taking turns poking each other. Oh! Metal Mantis was ready for liftoff, and Heinz said, get back down here. You come down here and you die. So this is not going to be the Flammie Drum. That'll be underground. He'll have to go fight the vampire. But he'll be picking up some orbs here. So 2 glove orbs, useless. 400 gold, kind of nice. And immediately diving down. Still nobody's checked the Earth Palace orb yet. So Heinz, now we're about to see the reverse of what we saw about 15 minutes ago. Leoned will be fighting Springbeak. And Heinz coming in, dishing out some good damage and then taking a big chunk of damage. Dealing 50 damage, 57 damage for that sword swing. I guess it's like an anti-undead sword. That's a nice find. Neither of them have checked to see what elements they're working with. But Heinz is, as long as he survives, he's taking some big damage from some of these special abilities that the vampire's dishing out right now. Leoned running around and dealing pretty good damage with the bow as well. 25, 27. Not taking much damage from the spells cast as well. So as long as he stays away from the legs. Oh, and deals full damage. And doesn't deal 3 damage to the face. Both of them should be through their bosses fairly quickly. Leoned's not even taking damage. He's just blocking against the spiny legs. Heinz getting knocked out by the vampire. Leoned's ballooned. Heinz is unconscious. We're all just kind of sitting, waiting and watching. Oh! Heinz gets yoinked from like half the screen away. He's still doing fine. Has about half his health left. Leoned's just mistiming these bow shots. The chicken is bouncing away. Oh, switching to boomerang. We'll see. We'll see if this is a good choice. 0. No! Not a good choice. Well, hold on, wait. Let's give it another shot. Oh my gosh. Heinz heals up. Leonid finally takes down Springbeak. And that's going to be pushing him towards a lot more checks. Turning in the Water Seed, everything like that. And Vampire goes down for Heinz. Leonid picks up a Bow Orb and an Axe Orb. And Heinz will be picking up the Flammie Drum and something else. So Heinz has done more early game stuff, but Leonid has explored more of the world. There it is, the Flammie Drum, and Heinz is ecstatic to see that. Is not going to check the orb, is going to go shop real quick. So not checking the magic orb blocking Earth Palace. Good chunk of change right here. Just picking up some consumables, and we'll see where Heinz decides to jet off to with his new dragon buddy. Alright. Leonid gets Water Seed. It's the Light Seed. Bow Orb, Dryad, Gnome, and Undine. Huge! So now to go and get that sword. See what Leonid decides to do. Oh, did you talk about the Pokemon? Hey, Generation 1, the Fearow. I know about that one. Leonid's running. He's like, oh yeah, I forgot I had this dragon. Forgot I had this buddy I could call. What am I using my legs for? Alright, yeah, Leonid is on his way to turn in the Water Seed. Probably after that, since he's in the area, he will go to Undine Cave. Heinz giving us our first check to see, now that he has the Flammie Drum, you know, that he could just jet out of here immediately. We're going to see what this check is at the sword pedestal in the river. You needed a cutting weapon to get here. Alright, well, Heinz now has the ability to get through the Grand Palace once he gets the Sprite, and possibly needs Shade or Sylphid. Don't know. But honestly, finding the Flammie Drum and then the Whip back to back, it's like, is that good or is that bad? You know, is it like, oh no, this opens up like way more for me to go check? Or is it like, good, I have all of this stuff and I can like do everything that I need to in one swell foop? I mean, especially since it's hidden behind a cutting weapon that he has and that Leonid will be picking up soon. It's not like, you know, I'd say that was good for him to pick that up. That was lucky for him to pick that up. That hopefully that whip will lead to something and be beneficial. Because it is something that I don't know if Leonid is going to go back and get, you know? Because you have to land in Potos and then run. Like, there's no way to land at the pedestal. You have to hoof it back. Leonid takes down Kettlekin. Heinz finishes his visit in Southtown with Mara and is now headed to Northtown Castle first. Let's see if he decides to pick up something or level up anything. Bow Orb for Leonid. And turning in the Water Seed. I think this is where the sword is, if I remember correctly. Luna and the sword. Big finds for Leonid. Heinz can't quite afford... okay, that's a choice. Can't afford the Tiger Cap, picks up a quilted hood. The boy can't wear that. That is for the Sprite and the girl only. So once... oh no! Well, you know what? Once he finds the Sprite, he'll be glad he has it. Leonid does not do... Okay, he remembered. Leonid's back. As if he heard me. As if he heard from Heinz, hey, you know what? You should go check this thing in the river. I'm trying to think. I think Undine was not a big deal. It was like, don't need Sylphid. That's huge news. So maybe that Heinz like has everything that he needs other than the Sprite in order to get to that Wind Seed. No, it's the same thing. There's a Sword Orb. Heinz is happy to see that. Neither of them have leveled up their weapons yet, you know. They're spending their money on defense, which is understandable. Yeah, if and when Heinz finds a Sprite, we'll be very happy to immediately put the Quilted Hood, which is good defense as well as, I think, additional, like, agility raise or something like that. Like, raising defense and evade? Nice. There's the whip for Leoned. And Heinz comes and gets the Fire Seed. So now we're even on magic. We're even on seeds. We're even on... Well, nobody's leveled up any weapons yet. All right, Leoned's come back to do the... Oh no, he's got the... Okay, this is a choice. So doesn't do Undine Cave. Has the whip, has a cutting weapon. And is going to go to LNA's castle. All right. And Heinz is diving for the chest in the back of Northtown Castle, which Leoned did, or Northtown Ruins, which Leoned did not do. And we'll see if he decides to also fight bosses since he's going back here. But he may just be going for freebies, and that's it. Getting frosty by some goblins. All right, Leoned is now inside of LNA's castle. Heinz needs to go and hit this switch. And we'll see if he decides to continue fighting bosses or if he is going to move on and do something else. Alright. Leoned is also going to be getting a special hint from the doll on the table. Well, Heinz will be picking up this third chest, and it is Javelin Orb. Not worth it. And it looks like he's out of here. He's menuing. Not worth it. What is our hint? Sprite in a chest. Hey, Sprite could be right here. Sprite. What a great hint to find. This could be the Sprite. All right, Heinz is now on his way to Northtown Castle. And another vampire. All right, well, Leoned has an anti-undead sword. Unknown to him that the sword is... We saw it for Heinz, that the sword is very good at beating up vampires. As long as you're awake and able to swing it. Heinz picks up the Moogle Belt and $100. And has one more chest to check in the dungeon of Northtown Castle. So Leoned finding that hint and then going, well, there's about to be 2 chests right after this boss. Maybe that'll be it. If not, that definitely gives him a beeline to go for. Could be Sunken Continent. Well, you need the axe for that. It could be the Grand Palace, 2nd floor chest. You have the whip for that, so you can go do that right now. It could be one of the 2 chests in Dark Palace. You need the axe for that. What else have we not seen that's a chest? Oh, it could be in Fire Palace. There are 3 chests in Fire Palace. They could be in the Light Tower. Need the gold key for that, so... But... Could just be right here. Heinz picks up what he always wanted, 400 gold. Santa, this year, what I would like for Christmas is 400 gold coins. Hugs and kisses. Crash. Leoned takes down the vampire at Spiky Tiger and is going to be rewarded with an orb and 2 checks from chests. Could be the Sprite. Heinz now going into Ice Castle. Axe Orb, not helpful currently. All right, LNA, what do you have for us? A Boomerang Orb and the Sprite. Okay, this game's got jokes. And the Sprite has the Javelin, yeah. Oh, and this recycle, yeah, this cycles to the next hint. Axe in her chest. Wow. Big, smart move right there for Leoned to go back. So whenever like a major hint that you get from a character or from that doll or something like that is discovered and you like complete that hint, a new hint takes its place. And I think there are 3 or 4 important hints that can be found. And then if you found everything, it just basically says this person has nothing for you. So smart move to go back and talk to that. I probably would not have thought to do that. To go back and talk to the doll to get a second hint after the Sprite being got discovered. And what do we have here? Dryad Orb. Well, you got that. So Leoned is going to be going into Fire Palace, and Heinz is going to fight the Dark Stalker here at Taznica. So Leoned, I guess, is chasing down this axe. So, you know, also like, hey, free chest, you know? Be careful with all these walls being cast by these Whimpers. All right, sword versus sword for Heinz. Which sword is mightier? Getting the Sprite to level up a few levels is nice. There's a sword orb and the boomerang. And Heinz immediately pieces out. Is he going to go check the shop? I wonder why he's... Yeah, he's going to actually check the shop. Cool. Leoned in here leveling up the Sprite and leveling up some of the spells. Has 3 seeds. All right, this stuff is way out of your price range. You have $700. This is some late game stuff, Heinz. Very hopeful. All right, let's see if Leoned can keep pushing in further into Fire Palace. It's taking a little bit of time. Once again, like leveling things up. Sylphid, up. Get out of here. Heinz is about to get nothing from the lone inhabitant of Turtle Island. So no additional seeds found yet. Oh, Heinz is coming to the Sunken Continent? Okay. I guess with the whip, he can check this chest. Is he coming here just for the chest? And maybe some info for the orbs on the bottom floor of the Grand Palace. But otherwise, what is this play? All right, Leoned's picking up... can pick up a tiara for the Sprite. But shouldn't do that because... No, Heinz has the hood. Yeah, so Heinz is just here for this one chest. This is a weird play. All right, yeah, Leoned is like, okay, cool, I got the Sprite. I've got 3 seeds. I've got tons of magic. Let's get going. I have a cutting weapon. I can get all the way to the end. All right, Heinz, was it worth it? No. Resounding matter of fact, no, not worth it. Get off of this continent. Get out of here. Leoned is fighting, what is this, Mech Rider. Okay, and Heinz has come back to Matango. Ah, just trying to quickly get to Watts to level some stuff up. How much money you got? You could get 2 levels on the sword, or 1 level on 3 different weapons. You want to spread it out? Nah, he's just everything on the sword. Let's check it out. Oh, he's not even gonna... He's just checking the numbers. He's not even gonna check the ability. All right. Keep your secrets, then. We'll see where Heinz decides to go next, while Leoned takes on the first of 6 bosses in the Pure Lands Gauntlet. And let's see what he gets. Whip Orb and a Sea Hare Tail. Oh, Heinz coming back. So he's already cleared stuff out at the Water Palace and at Undine Cave. So landing here immediately, like the only thing left, and this is going to be great for him, is this will lead him towards the Sprite. Speaking of, here's some blasting, some level 3 freeze for Kilroy. Just stacking on the damage. All right, Heinz is on his way to fight the vampire and get his Sprite, so that's gonna be good. Boss 2 goes down very quickly for Leoned. Spending some time leveling up some other spells along the way. There's a Bow Orb and a Whip Orb. Alright, 2 bosses down, 4 to go for Leoned. Going through Pure Lands, Heinz in LNA's castle, headed towards a vampire fight, which will give him his Sprite. This is an interesting play, too, because there's so much. There is so much that Heinz could be doing right now, and he's picking this, which is good, which is a good thing, but, like, man, he could do, like, there's, like, all of Northtown, you know? There's, like, there's so much available to him right now. Taking out these, I was waiting for a chest. There are no chests. No chest drops. Doesn't even, he's just going to be a surprise for him. Doesn't even pat the head. No hints. No hint Heinz, they call him. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. They could start. Maybe I'm starting a trend here. Leoned throwing some Salamander now against the Hydra here at the 3rd boss slot in Pure Lands, trying to draw some magic, keep the fireworks going. Heinz taking a little nap against his boss fight with the vampire number 2. Nope, down he goes again. Yeah, back down there. Oh man, big damage on the Sprite there for Leoned. And they're down. Quick heal. Just to keep him alive. Oh, Heinz taking another nap. Sleepering again. Oh yeah, the... Uh-oh, fire breath, here it comes. Yep. Oh, good damage dodge with the Flammie, Moogle Belt on the Sprite. I mean, you're not drawing much magic from him. You know, may just want to... Oh, getting immolated. Let's see what kind of damage. 137 damage. Good damage. The Sprite's just a little underprepared. Oh, and the Sprite's dead. Well, hopefully, Leoned will be able to... Oh, he's not dealing much damage. Gotta switch to something else. Doesn't have any way to revive the Sprite. So... Oh! Resets. Alright, doesn't like his chances. Heinz still fighting against the vampire here. Fight for his Sprite to party. Good dodge. Stays out of the shadow of the vampire. Whoop. Alright, so yeah, Leoned comes in and just starts throwing... Oh, accidentally used his change form. Oh no, didn't cycle through the Luna spell to Magic Absorb and accidentally burns all of his magic up with Change Form. Gross! Has to drop, I think, the one and only Fairy Walnut that he brought with him on this endeavor. Oh, unfortunate. Man, Heinz should be getting close to finishing this boss fight off. He's got the manipulation down on the boss. Gonna get to bounce back and forth. Alright, Leoned's characters are on fire. And, in the bad way. Not in the NBA Jam way. Alright, Heinz finally takes down the vampire at LNA's castle and is about to get rewarded with the Sprite! And then from there, he may just go, ah, well, cool. I have this fancy hood I'm going to put on you, and we're going to the Pure Lands, just like right away. We'll see if he maybe stops off at, like, Kakara to shop before going in. Axe Orb. And Leoned, back, get in the corner. Stay safely away from here. There's the Boomerang Orb, and there is the Sprite and the Javelin for Heinz. Traditional naming, Popoe. Yes, the Quilted Hood. Oh, it's 26. I thought it was 22. 26 defense and increased evade. I believe that's what it grants. Uh-oh. Leoned, Sprite's taking a little dirt nap right now. And he's desperately moogling them to try and keep him alive. Alright, Heinz, you just got the Sprite. What are you doing? Going to Disney World. No, go to Pandora. Buy some more armor, I guess. Yeah. To fully kit out the Sprite. Nice amount of money. Yeah, I could go ahead and get... I don't think there's a hat available for the Sprite. Oh, except, doesn't matter, because the Sprite already has a nice hat, has the Quilted Hood. So, there you go. So, good defense. Add to the Sprite's collection. Spiky Suit and Cobra Bracelet. Alright, decent defense, especially with that Quilted Hood. Really, really looking nice now. Outclassing the boy's defense, although the boy just has... naturally, oh, what is going on with that text box on Leoned's side? He finally takes down the Hydra. 3 bosses down for Leoned. All right, Heinz. What's the game plan? Oh, he's going to loop the earth. Yeah, he's going straight to... yeah, he bought some armor for the Sprite, and he's going straight to the Pure Lands. A Javelin Orb and a Sword Orb for Leoned. 3 bosses down, 3 to go. Heinz just starting his push through the Pure Lands right now. All right, boss number 4 for Leoned is... what do we got? It's Vanilla! Red Dragon in the Fire Cave, in the volcano, in the Red Dragon Den. Which will die very quickly, since Leoned has level 3 Undine magic. This guy's going down super fast. Heinz starting his fight against the Mech Rider. Yep, Red Dragon down. 4th boss dispatched. Heinz taking a little bit of time to level up the Luna magic, well, and also just to, you know, is a necessity if he wants to keep casting magic against the Mech Rider. All right, what is Leoned rewarded with in this 4th boss fight? A Boomerang Orb and a Javelin Orb. All right, well, no seeds found. 4 bosses down, no seeds. 2 bosses remain for Leoned. And then it'll be not only the checkpoint for being able to drop off at the mana tree later to finish the game, but also knowing whether we need 6 or 7 seeds. It's one of the 2. The way the seed was set up is a minimum of 6, maximum of 7, random number, somewhere between those 2. All right, and Heinz takes down his first boss in the Pure Lands run. Mech Rider ceases to be. Leoned Sprite takes a nap, gets elbowed to the face by a werewolf. All right, Heinz picks up a Whip Orb and the Sea Hairtail. One thing that both of our runners will be able to do right away is just fly south and turn that in Kakara. Snake! Uh-oh. Which kind of snake is it? Is it baby snake? No, it's big snake. It's scary snake. It is the dragon worm. Oh boy. Heinz now coming in to fight Kilroy. And boss slot number 2 will make quick work of our robo friend, of our boy. And Leoned's just hoping that he can take... Wow, big damage! Very sturdy boss, though. So far, the rest of the snake has not appeared yet for Leoned. It's just a head. It's just a very angry head. And, you know what? If he has his, Oh, no, there he goes. Oh, he's coming out. He's forming. Ooh, big damage. Uh-oh. Is it gonna double up? No, just the one hit. Never know. 3 magic for Leoned's Sprite. Heinz takes down Kilroy. Oh, 8 magic drawn from Leoned. Nice. That's gonna be real good. He's gonna combo a few more freeze casts together. Hopefully that will end the Dragon Worm. Heinz picks up a Bow Orb and a Whip Orb. 2 bosses down, 4 to go for him. Leoned dealing some good damage, still trying to draw some magic. The snake is still alive. Here's hoping. 10 magic drawn, that's great. Great. Uh-oh, Balloonerine coming in probably for the boy? No, the Sprite was closer, but being mid-cast is going to cancel that effect, so that's good. He'll be able to get a few more casts in. All right, Heinz is now coming in to fight the Hydra here at boss number 3. And we'll see if he has an easier time than Leoned did. This stopped Leoned for a little bit. Also running in with level 0 Salamando, but, you know. All right, Leoned takes down the Dragon Worm. 5 bosses down, 1 to go in Pure Lands before getting to the checkpoint Sword Orb, and nothing. All right, 1 boss remains. Heinz drawing a bunch of magic from the Hydra and is going to continue blasting once he feels fine about it. God, this is our 4th? I think this is our 3rd Kettlekin, and then our 4th robot, because Kilroy was the 2nd boss. Oh my gosh, this is a robo-heavy run, which is, hey, you know what? For the runners, nice to see. It's a nice, easy enemy to deal with. You got magic, you've got some good damage from your weapons and everything like that. Doesn't cast a whole lot of really awful attack magic or special abilities or anything like that. You just gotta kind of stay away and kite. So, nice, easy boss. So Heinz drawing a lot of magic here. Has Salamando level 1 right now. He's gonna start comboing a bunch of stuff on the Hydra. And this should be it. Gonna absorb some magic from the shell of a boss. He's already dead, and Leoned's just like, gimme, gimme, gimme. More, more, more. He has nothing more to give, but Leoned requires more. Heinz dealing some good damage, can get another cast or 2 off before needing to drain some magic. All right, Leoned's taking out all 6 bosses, about to go to the cutscene and get the checkpoint for the Pure Lands. All right, no seeds in the Pure Lands. Zilch. 0. Nada. But we're going to find out whether we need 6 or 7 seeds in just a second. Or about 45 seconds. All right, we're just about to hit the 1 hour mark. Heinz is halfway through the Pure Lands, taking out the Hydra at boss number 3. Leoned has finished his Pure Lands run and has to go back out in the world and pick up a few more seeds. So we're about to pick up some info, omniscient info for us, the viewing audience. There's a Javelin Orb and a Sword Orb for Heinz. Not that he can level anything up right now. There should be a lot, like right there. 6! Okay, 6 are needed. Well, we know where one of them is, and Leonid knows that Sylphid is not needed, that Luna is, and that Shade, and where a roundabout Shade is. I believe that we got a hint for Shade. Leonid's going to turn in the Sea Hairtail and get a Bow Orb. All right. Heinz is now in boss fight number 4. Is going to burst down this red dragon in his home. Leonid coming out the other side with a lot of money. And is going to suit everyone up all fancy like. Pick up a couple of Fair Walnuts as well. Why not? Pick up a couple wishes. Some good armor for his adventuring party of 2. Or really just for the Sprite. Just for the Sprite. The boy can stink it. Boomerang Orb and a Javelin Orb for Heinz. 4 bosses down, 2 to go before he gets to the end. Leonid has turned in the Water Seed. Can't turn in the Fire Seed yet. Where's he going? I mean, this is a choice. In order to... I mean, you may be able to get 2. He may just be checking the chest and that's it. Just getting some info. I mean, it's one of those where it's like, he knows, there's a hint. Oh, wow. Fish with a flaming pitchfork lights up the boy. Oh, checking to see dark humanoid damage. Increased crit. Stone earth damage. All right. Stone earth damage. Wow, some nice weaponry. Heinz at boss number 5 now against the Dragon Worm. And is going to start multicasting, spamming a bunch of freeze spells. We'll see if Leonid decides to run directly upstairs. No, he's going to check. So he has that hint. But between, he knows that he doesn't need Sylphid, so he's banking on, of the 5 things that he needs, or the 5 elements that he has, that he doesn't need Shade. Obviously, Lumina is not in play, because the girl does not exist. So he's just hoping that, he knows he needs Luna, he's hoping that the other 4 elements that he needs are Undine, Gnome, Salamando, Dryad. And that'll put him in range of getting, another seed, but in order to do that, he will have to not only go through the Grand Palace, but also defeat 3 bosses along the way. So, but that guarantees a seed, and along, one of those other 2 bosses may have a seed. Well, the first boss isn't going to have a seed, because that first boss you have to beat it, and then that allows you to turn in the Dryad seed to the pedestal. So the first boss is just going to be a roadblock. All right, there's Gnome. So Luna, Salamando, Gnome. Is it Undine and Dryad? Are we good to go through this Grand Palace? Heinz drawing some good magic from the Dragon Worm and continuing to cast Freeze and should be taking it down fairly soon. All right, let's see, Leonid. Is it Shade? Nope, it's Gnome again. All right, 3 down, 4 to go. Everybody drawing magic from around them. Oh, Leonid did a scene transition. Oh, the Sprite still picked it up. You never know. Sometimes you move away with the Sprite, and it's just like, wow, that sucks. Shade is needed. Ha ha. All right. Well, get out of here, Leonid. You can go check the chest on the 2nd floor if you want. I think it's a bow orb. Whoop-de-doo. He got a hint. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. It was in Mandala. He got a hint that Shade was in a chest? Something like that? He got a hint of where Shade was. Shade is needed if you want to get the Wind Seed. But you only need 6 seeds. There are 4 other ones out there that you can just, stumble upon. Good info to find. Yeah, there's a bow orb. All right, Leonid's going to go ahead and trigger this one, unless it is also Shade. Heinz finally takes down, what is this, Dryad? Yeah. Heinz takes down the Dragon Worm, gets a Sword Orb and Diddly Squat as the second drop. 5 bosses down, 1 to go before he completes his journey through the Pure Lands. So Leoned gets 4 of the orbs, knows he needs Shade, knows he doesn't need Sylphid. So after getting Shade, he'll be able to get through the rest of that, and then it's just fighting all the bosses in the way. Alright, Kettlekin. Boss number 6 for Heinz. Leoned is headed to where? We gotta start actually fighting bosses now. Ugh, gross. Well, I mean, we just fought 6 bosses, you know, back to back in Pure Lands, but now you gotta go out. Destination bosses. Blech. Right, everybody's, all of the enemies are also much more highly leveled because you've been doing nothing the last half hour but blowing up a bunch of boss monsters, so. Even though he did buy some better armor for the Sprite. Alright, boss number 6 goes down for Heinz, and he's about to get... Oh! Leoned's party gets frosted. I want to say that he got frosted here earlier. No, he didn't dive. I want to say Heinz got frosted in the same room. Stupid frost goblins. Axe Orb, Sword Orb, and Checkpoint, and knowledge that you only need 6 seeds. Alright. Ooh, Petrification Boomerang. It's too bad it's a boomerang, but Petrify is nice. You gotta petrify those goblins before they freeze you, though. Yeah. So this is gonna be a nothing reward here for Leoned, but he's gonna push on to fight a couple more bosses. Alright, Heinz getting that info. You need 3 more seeds. Oh, Leoned picked up something. Something inconsequential. Didn't see what it was. I was looking at Heinz's screen. Some weapon orb. Ooh, big damage from that Iffish. Boy taking 49 damage. Yeah, Heinz coming in to drop off this Sea Hairtail since he's in the neighborhood. And gets a bow orb. And is going to go ahead and spend... How much money does he have? 4,900. Can get 2 gold vests. Some good armor. Or not. Well, he may swap some stuff around and sell some things. No, just okay. Well, I think right now he's just trying to keep the Sprite alive. So it's just the boy is there to escort the Sprite and take some hits while the Sprite stays alive. Yep, 100% that's what's going on. Silver Band. I'm trying to remember what the Silver Band is. Silver Band, it maybe keeps you from getting petrified. I think it's all of these accessory bonuses are hidden. All right, which wall? It is wall face, which will be going down very quickly since they have level 3 freeze, level 3 Undine. All right, Heinz is about to be running in, and we'll be able to get into Fire Palace. Seeing that Dryad Orb. Drawing some big magic right there. Leoned. Oh, and the boy taking a big hit. But from downtown, just some more Undine casting. And the first chest here is a Sword Orb. And then Leonid's going to see that... I'm going to go ahead and mark it for him. That the Sylphid Orb is needed. Or the Sylphid Orb is there, Sylphid is needed. Leoned takes down Wallface, first boss in Northtown Ruins. After this is talking to Diluc if he feels like it. And then fighting whatever boss is a vampire. Maybe it's a vampire. We've already seen so many of them. Spear Orb and nothing! Uh-oh, this does not bode well. Alright, Leoned is going to hope that Diluc has a good hint this time. No. I already have that. Thanks for nothing, Dialogue. As per usual. Alright, Heinz has come to fight Boreal Face. And what have we got here? Snake! Another sneaky snake. And then, oh my god, another Kettlekin? What is going on? Why do we have so many Kettlekins? Oh, man. And a second Dragon Worm, too. Like... I know that when they say random boss, you know, full random, you don't know which boss is going to be at which location. And some bosses can only appear at certain locations and stuff like that. But man, we've had 4, maybe 5, I've lost count, Kettlekins. It's like that old Dilbert comic where they're talking to one of the imps that's a random number generator. And he's just sitting there going like 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. And it's like, you never can tell with random number generators, you know, if the numbers they make are truly random. Same thing here. We got a bunch of random boss fights, but they're all robots. It's a robot takeover. I tell you what. And it's an axe orb, and it's a bow orb. This was useless. And not even a good hint from Dialogue. Unbelievable. All right, Leoned's probably about to head to Northtown Castle, since he's just right next to it. Yeah, I think, you know, Leoned was trying to get through, just hoping he's like, okay, I need 5 elements. I have 5 on me. Maybe these are the 5 that I need, and I can just full send it, boom, get Wind Seed. And then go turn it in. Like, then I can start, like, following that, like, logic tree. And when he saw Shade, he just went, well, all right, not for me. This is not what I'm doing with my life right now. If I find Shade, sure, I may come back. But to you, Grand Palace, I say good day. All right, finding a Tonpole here. A Pakun Lizard. Oh, watch out. He's feisty. He's got some bite on him. Down here at the Metal Mantis Arena. First boss in Northtown Castle. Heinz still having a heck of a time against this heckin' snake. Snake hidden in the woods. No, that's the other thing. No seeds, no other seeds have been found since like the first 20-ish minutes of the game. All right, Pakun Lizard goes down. Oh, flag on the play, late hit from Leoned. Boomerang Orb, and the Midge Mallet, Yippee Skippy. Heinz needing to use a Fairy Walnut. Leoned's climbing the tower to go to the roof to see which robot he'll fight up there. Uh-oh. Okay, alright, these blue drops are... Alright, the snake finally goes down for Heinz. He gets a bow orb, and we'll see what his actual prize is once he opens up the furnace. A javelin orb. Alright, still no seeds found. Heinz taking a little walk through the snowy woods. I guess just kind of clear his brain. You know, think about things instead of flying. You know, give Flammie a little break. And yeah, he's going to walk all the way to Ice Castle. Oop! Alright, 2 bosses here at Ice Castle for Heinz. This is the second boss for Leoned. Oh! It's Hexus. Not a robot. I think the exact opposite of a robot. It is, in fact, 2 animals merged together. It's like doubly organic. You have a snake lady. That's as far on the other side of like robot to not robot scale that you could possibly be from robot, I feel. You know, in my opinion. Lena's just sniping from off screen, just like from downtown. You know, really using the meta magic feats to his advantage that are given in open world settings. All right, we got a Hydra down in the Triple Tonpole arena, the first boss in Ice Palace. And Leoned's, yeah, just draining magic and then throwing it right back at Hexus. Heinz now has level 3 Salamando, so this will be a much better fight than the one that he had previously at the Axe Beak fight, the third boss at Pure Lands. Leoned takes down Hexus. All right, that is the Empire cleared in its entirety for Leoned. Was it worthwhile? A Javelin Orb and Shade. All right. Well, maybe that was the hint that Shade was in the Empire and that or mid game. That's what he was looking for. Maybe that's why he came here. I'm trying to remember. I just remember that he got a hint about Shade, but I don't remember exactly what it was. But I'm sure that's what it was. Is Shade in Empire? Unfortunately, it was the last check that he did. So now he's going back to Sunken Continent. All right, Heinz picks up $800. All right, Leoned's gonna. He's waffling back and forth. He can't decide if he wants to clear out that boss first. He's gonna fight that boss first, no matter what. Like once he gets through the Grand Palace. Heinz now pushing through the second boss in Ice Palace to see what is at Frost Gygus. And Leoned has 4 orbs to trigger. Shade and 3 others that he has stuff for. Oh wow, Hydra and then Jabberwocky back to back. Interesting. Oh yeah, Leoned has everything needed to get through here. 5 elements needed. He knew he needed Luna. He knew that he did not need Sylphid. Lumina doesn't exist. So yeah, he is set. And here's that Shade room. There it is. I swear, if it's like, get the win seed and then take the win seed to like continue on with the rest of the game, I'm going to be a little upset with how this panned out. All right, Heinz is now done with the Ice Palace. He picks up an Axe Orb and the Gold Key. Has the Light Seed. There are 2 chests there. Not too shabby. All right, Heinz now comes, straight to Gold Island. Leoned has 1 more orb to trigger. This stuff is really expensive. Heinz is looking at these really nice things. He decides to instead just buy a bunch of fairy walnuts. Invest in fairy walnuts today! And he's about to go into the gold tower. And here is Luna as the last orb. The one that was foretold in the prophecy. Alright, Heinz. The gold key immediately gives you what? Alright, there's the axe from a chest. Well, that is Doppelgangers. That is Matango Cave. Actually, no, you don't need the axe from Matango Cave. That is another friggin' robot! That is unbelievable. That is, oh my gosh, something that's not a robot. Unfortunately, weak against Sylphid, which is the one elemental that Leoned doesn't have. But level 3 freeze may work okay, as long as they stay away and don't get smashed. Dark Palace. What else? Undersea Palace. Yeah. Not a whole lot else. I'm trying to I think that may be it. All right. 1 boss down for Leoned. 2 more to go until he finally gets that win seed. Doesn't have the Dryad Seed to turn in right now, so he's just going to pick up an orb from this boss. All right. And the boss goes down for Heinz as well. He'll be able to climb up to the next level and get the next chest and continue climbing from there. Javelin orb. Nobody's leveled up weapons in a hot minute. I guess when you have the Sprite to just like nuke indiscriminately, you don't really need to do that. All right, this boss is going to go down quickly. It is the Axebeak. It is a fire boss, weak to Undine. Heinz, the second chest, gives us $1,000. So far, nothing on this climb. But Heinz does have the light seed to turn in. Oh my gosh. Well, baby snake. Baby snake doot doot. We've seen a lot of snakes too. Snakes and birds and robots. All right, Axebeak goes down. Leoned's going to be getting an orb and a check from Axebeak, and then we'll be able to move on to whatever boss is at Mech 3 to finally pick up the Wind Seed, and we'll see some progression from one of these people, one of these runners. Ugh. Been sitting on 3 seeds for an hour. Glove orb and a spear orb. I think it was a spear orb. I missed the first one. I was watching Heinz fight. All right, what is the boss at Mech 3? Oh, wow. Okay, so then we went from Minotaur to, what is the big Minotaur called? Gorgon Bull. Living, you know, much like Hydra and Jabberwocky being in the same, under the same roof. Same thing with this pairing. So Leoned's just going to sit back and drain magic, stay away from a very high physical damage and boss. Heinz, the boy, goes down, so hopefully the Sprite will just be able to survive. Oh, gonna, you know, just bought a bunch of Cups of Wishes, so he's gonna go ahead and revive the boy just in case, and also so the boy gets some experience from this fight, being alive for that. All right. Wow. Heinz heals the Sprite up with a Fairy Walnut and then pokes it with a sword, and it goes down. So 500 gold down the drain. Oh well, you never know. All right, turning in this Light Seed, and it gives you the Earth Seed and Sylphid. Wow. Big find right there. That's great. Nobody's looked at the Earth Palace orb yet. So Heinz, as long as it's not Shade, Heinz can go do that right now. Go turn in the Earth Seed. Also has the axe, has access to a lot of stuff. Also, now has Sylphid, can go to Fire Palace and get 2 more chests, and maybe, more than likely, hit the 3rd orb, has the whip, has the Fire Seed, and can just complete Fire Palace in its entirety. So we'll see. But finally, we see another seed picked up by a runner. Leoned, after getting rid of the Gorgon Bull, will finally pick up his 4th seed as well. All right. Heinz has come back after a long time. Unlocks the 2nd orb, and let's see what we see at this chest. All right. Leoned, knowing that this is going to be a seed, is just sitting, you know, this is a long fight. Heinz, all right. Chest number 3 in Fire Palace. Axe Orb. Okay. Nothing so far. Oh, he's roping out. He's not going to complete it? Interesting choice. All right. Has the Fire Seed. Could do it. Fire Seed and Whip. More than likely can unlock the orb that's there. I don't know. Maybe. All right, Leoned finally takes out Gorgon Bull, is finally going to get the Wind Seed and a Glove Orb. Heinz showing up at Dark Palace with the whip and the axe, and will be able to set everything up. Leoned Was about to jet out, but then goes, ah, wait, there's one more boss upstairs that I can go fight. So he's going to do that first. What is that watermelon? Wind Dragon, all right. Weak against Gnome, which I don't know if they've cast a whole lot. Nah, it doesn't matter. This guy's going to, you know. The Sprite is going to level up Gnome just fighting this boss, and that'll just help for the future. And also has level 3 Luna, so we'll be able to draw magic. We'll see if Heinz decides to set up this entire scenario here. If he goes to hit the last switch. He can't complete it because he doesn't have the Dark Seed, but he may go ahead and do everything else. There's another seed! All right. Yeah, and he's going to continue. Oh, ooh, he menus. Now he's out of here. All right, 5 seeds. He's going to run back in and see. Oh, he's leaving. Oh, he forgot the portcullis. No! Heinz, there's another chest. Come back. No, there's another chest there. It may be nothing, but it could be something. Oh, he's gone. Oh, no. He's going to go turn on the moon seed. All right. Well. Well. All right. What was it, this boss fight? All right, Glove Orb, 600 gold. Moon Palace is Gnome, so Heinz will be able to do that. And Leoned can't do anything else here. Doesn't have the axe, so has to leave. I'm trying to remember. The gold key was found at... There's a Whip Orb and the glove. All right. Leoned taking that Wind Seed now to come turn it in immediately. I want to say that it was in Ice Palace, was the gold key. That was another snake! Alright. This is our second Viper, but our 4th snake? Something like that. Alright. Heinz is about to... Well, he has the axe. He can do Undersea. Yeah, he's doing that right now. He doesn't know that he needs shade right now. Nor does he know that Wind Seed is at Mech 3. He didn't pick up those hints. So he's just going like, oh, I had the axe, I'll just go do this. He's not even thinking about Mech 3 being a thing. Alright, what chest do we have here? A Whip Orb. Not, in fact, what we've always wanted. Oh, and he's out of here. Not even going to fight the boss. Leoned takes down the Viper, and is going to be turning in the Wind Seed, but not before getting an Axe Orb. Okay, now Heinz is going into the Grand Palace. Alright. Okay, so the Wind Seed leads to what? The Spear and a Boat Orb. Leoned tries to rope out a 1-room building. And the game goes, uh-uh. Alright, Heinz has Sylphid, and could be casting Sylphid right now. But is just going to use, you know, has 5 seeds, will be leveling up Freeze during this fight. Alright, Leoned coming back to the beginning of the game now to do the, what is it, Undead Cave. Hydra is waiting for him there, as well as nothing else. There we go. Heinz now using Sylphid, getting it up to level 1 right now. Gonna drain some magic. And the boss is now in phase 2. 8 magic drain. That's a good pull. And Leoned's going to sit back and use some leveled up Salamando magic and drain a little bit as well. 3. Not a big pull, but Whatever. 999. You love to see it. Leoned's Sprite dodging the fire breath, while the boy gets roasted. Heinz taking down the Minotaur, which does nothing for him. He doesn't have the Dryad Seed to turn it in. I mean, it just unlocks this area. He gives him a Javelin Orb, which he's not going to use. You know, oh, okay. That's a this is what? Oh, he's going back in to fight this boss. Okay, all right, I understand. I gotcha. Wind Seed or Wind Dragon, so he'll be able to take it out with Gnome pretty quickly. Leoned gets a Boomerang Orb. And here's Undine, a Boomerang Orb, and a Boomerang Orb. You get a Boomerang Orb. You get a Boomerang Orb. Everybody gets a Boomerang Orb. All right, Leoned is now coming to Ice Country to go fight the snake at Tropicalo. Or not Tropicalo, Boreal Face. This is the Dragon Worm. So this will be a nice long fight. Heinz continuing to cast and level up Gnome magic against the dragon. Leoned just relying on his highest level magic right now, which is just casting Freeze. Just good damage all around. Just a powerful spell. Heinz grabbing some more magic. Ooh, big pull right there. Nice. All right, the Wind Dragon goes down for Heinz. And he will be rewarded with a Glove Orb and $600. Is he going to go downstairs? He's going to rope out from the front door. All right, so we know where 6 of the seeds are. We don't know anything about where the Dark Seed or the Dryad Seed is. Oh, Heinz is coming to... Wow. All right, doing the castle first, which will mean nothing in the lower area, in the dungeon boss. But the roof boss will give him shade. And we'll give him all elements that are available. Because once again, Girl doesn't exist in the seed. Lumina doesn't exist in the seed. So he'll have the 7 elements that are possible for this seed. And then he may look at that and go, well, do I go Grand Palace? But he doesn't know about the hint. He doesn't know that he needs to do that. All right. Tonpole's about to get melted. Leoned leveling up Dark Force. I guess he has some Fairy Walnuts? Yeah. Leveling up Shade in order to do Evil Gate, I guess. Questionable. I guess he just wasn't happy with the damage that he was dealing with level 4 Undine magic. Well, I guess he wasn't happy with the damage that he was dealing with level 1 Dark Force either. So... Heinz trying to melt the Tonpole before it can heal. We'll probably drew all the magic out of the Tonpole anyway. All right, both of our bosses go down. There's a Boomerang Orb and the Midge Mallet for Heinz. Leonid got some weapon orb. Who cares? It's not important. Javelin Orb, I'll mark it, sure. All right, Heinz is now on his way to climb, which will give him Shade. And that'll give him, if he chooses to do the Grand Palace, that'll give him his 6th seed. Leonid is about to land now at Ice Palace. Completing this will give him the gold key. Go there, turn in the Light Seed, and get the axe. And then go to Dark Palace, and one chest has the Moon Seed, and the other one, we don't know what it was, because Heinz didn't check the portcullis. Didn't check the chest. Unlocked it, bailed. Didn't open the second chest. If it's another seed, I'm gonna lose it. All right, Heinz now fighting against Hexus at the top of Northtown Castle, which will grant him Shade magic. Leonid is on his way to the first boss fight, which will be against Hydra in the Triple Tonpole room, and then on to Jabberwocky at the Frost Gygus arena. Lena dropping in and is about to start throwing lava waves and fireballs. Let's see it. Heinz drawing a little bit more magic from Hexus. Big pull. 12 magic is a good pull. And back to freeze. Lena drawing a little bit of magic after using Exploder. Or Explosion. Explode. Something like that. Big damage, nonetheless. Alright, Heinz takes out Hexus and will be granted Shade magic. Leonid should be taking out the Hydra. Just a second. Yep, Hydra goes down. Javelin, Orb, and Shade for Heinz. Oh, and he's going to Northtown. Leonid gets money. Ooh, Heinz having to think. Oh, never mind. Grabbing some magic from some of these enemies here. Before heading in, yeah. Alright. Well, Heinz is going to do Northtown Ruins now. Already... Did he already do the back chest? I'm trying to remember. It's been so long. It's been such a long seed. Leonid running in with a dead boy. Died in the, got frosted and died in the rooms preceding the fight against the Jabberwocky, but Jabberwocky's going to go down quickly. If Leonid decides to use... Oh, wow. Heinz getting frosted by the stupid goblins. These frost goblins that are all over the place in Northtown Ruins. Yeah, Leonid needs to be using... Actually, that seemed to do some pretty good damage. Yeah, never mind. Salamando works. I think that usually you come here and you use Gnome against the Jabberwocky. I don't know. Ooh, good dodges by Heinz. Does not get frozen. Also has a dead boy in tow. Yeah, already did the third chest check. So he's just going to move on to the bosses. Alright, Leonid is going to be picking up the Axe Orb, and the gold key. There it is. Go turn in that key. Yep, Leoned's turning around, going straight for Gold Island. Heinz has a couple more rooms to get through before getting to Wallface. Really needs to revive the boy. Wallface, pretty awful enemy to fight one-on-one. It's good to have a second person to, like, basically take hits. 27,000 gold for Leoned. Wow. Yeah, revives the boy. Needs to start throwing Gnome right now. There we go. And this Gnome was leveled up against the... Oh, boy takes half of his health with that first hit. Leveled up Gnome against the Wind Dragon. Boy's staying alive. Barely. Leoned switching out some defense. And is now headed into Light Tower. Heinz taking out Wallface. One boss down, one to go in Northtown Ruins. Leoned, what is our first... Oh! Watch out for the wolves! It's the axe. Boop. There it is. That completes the hint that he got. Oh! More wolves! About the axe being in a chest. Heinz gets a spear orb and nothing. Not even going to bother talking to Dialogue. No hints, Heinz. Robots. Robots in stereo. Look at him go. Look at him get blasted down with magic. Your modern technology is no match against our mystic ways. Whoop! To bonk the boy in the head, and he knocks him out. The blow to the temple. Then, you know. Oh, and the Sprite too. Oh! Getting too close. You have magic. You don't need to get that close. You can stand off screen and blast the robot from there. Oh. The Sprite goes down again. Get that Sprite up. Shove a radish in his mouth. Move him away from the robot. Axe Orb, picked up by Leoned. One boss down, one to go on the climb up the tower. And here in this chest, it is $1,000. GP. All right, Heinz finishes out his wacky boss fight against Kettlekin, which won't get him anything really useful. Snake time! But it's a baby snake. Leoned is fighting up the second boss here at Gold Tower, Light Tower, whatever you call this place. Axe Orb and Bow Orb. No seeds for Heinz. All right, where to now? Heinz could go turn in the Fire Seed. He could go back to Dark Palace and get that second chest. He could go turn in the Earth Seed. Oh, he's coming back to turn in the Earth Seed. All right. Which he'll be able to do. He has access to, all magics right now. So it doesn't matter what this orb is. He can get through it. Snake taken down. Bow Orb granted. It is Dryad magic. There's the Earth Seed and Sylphid magic. All right, 5 seeds for both of our runners. I'm trying to remember where Heinz picked up that Moon Seed. What has he done? Oh, was it in Fire Palace? Maybe. I was like, what has he done? Which Leoned is coming here now, so I may be wrong about that. Oh no, the Moon Seed was in Dark Palace. Right. And then Leoned has the Wind Seed from the Mech 3 fight. So there's not going to be anything found here. Unless turning in the Fire Seed, you know, maybe the Fire Seed and the Earth Seed turned in are the Dark Seed and the Dryad Seed, respectively. I don't know. Alright, what boss fight do we have here? Mech Rider. That's kind of a robot. I'll let it slide, game. Mech Rider fight at Fire Gygus here in the Earth Palace for Heinz. Leoned picks up something. I didn't see. It was like an axe orb or something. It wasn't a seed, so I don't care. Not roping out, so he is headed directly to the back. Has the whip. Has all of magics that are available. Has the Fire Seed. So should be able to turn it in. Big magic draw from Heinz. Pulling 20 magic out of this. Basically filling up against his Mech Rider. Nope, Leoned hopping back and forth, triggering the jump a couple of times. Heinz takes down the Mech Rider and will be able to turn in the Earth Seed. Let's see what our orb is. Dryad Orb is the last one at Fire Palace. All right, Heinz picks up a Weapon Orb. And Leoned will be fighting something. Let's see. Heinz picks up nothing. And 100 gold. Wow! Wow! That sucks. All right, hey, we got a snake here for oh, and it's a dragon worm. Great. Nothing and 100 gold might as well be double nothing at this stage in the game. God, that sucks. I mean, what else are you going to pick up? I guess, you know, you think about hard complexity, that it's like, oh, I needed the whip, and I needed Dryad magic, and I needed the Earth Seed, you know, to do all this stuff. All right, Heinz has come back. Is he doing Undersea? He's doing Undersea. I assume he's running down the left-hand side. That's kind of where he's telegraphing which direction he's going. Oh my gosh. Need to get some better armor for the boy. I know you want to protect the Sprite, but you gotta keep your party alive. Leoned's still fighting against this dragon worm. Has Sylphid now, so that's helpful. Alright, Heinz is sending it into... Oh! Well, I'm not sending it nowhere right now. Boy's dead. Has to switch the axe out from the ghost and send the Sprite on alone. That's the wrong side. Oh, wow, saves it. What a save for Heinz. Brings the boy back. All right, we're seeing our first boss here at Undersea area. It is Fire Gygus. All right, cool. This will go down quickly. Level 5 freeze. Yeah, Fire Gygus will go down very quickly. And Leoned having a hell of a time against this Dragon Worm finally goes down. And let's see what we get. A Javelin Orb. And we'll be turning in the Fire Seed. Get a Glove Orb. That's it. Neat. Heinz takes down the Fire Gygus with ease. And I guess we'll be heading forward further into the Undersea Palace, unless this is the Dark or the Dryad Seed. Where's Leoned headed? Nothing. Just some weapon orbs. Leoned's thinking, oh, Leoned's about to go get a bunch of nothing. Oh, no. He's about to go into Earth Palace and do the same thing that we just watched Heinz do. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Well, let me tell you right now. That is the Dryad Orb for you, Leoned. Boy's dead for Heinz. God. I know that everybody's panicking and running around and everything like that, just trying to get checks done, but, you know, now would be a time to buy some armor. Maybe able to duck in there and talk to Chrissy if she populates. There are, I think, 4 different people that show up there, and I think that because only 3 can spawn, it's like Watts, Chrissy, the girl. Maybe it's like there's like a soldier and then maybe the other 2, the boy and the girl from the Resistance, and sometimes only like 3 or 4 of them populate. And so sometimes you walk in there to like heal and Chrissy's not there, or you walk in there to level up your weapons and Watts isn't there, and you have to like walk back out and back in order to get those people to show up. This game is perfect. Shut up. All right. Well, Leoned is on his way to a very sad realization. Heinz is on his way to a subway and then a fight against... Maybe Kettlekin will be vanilla as well. All right. Heinz hitting the switches here, trying to keep the Sprite alive. Leoned now going up against the... Mech Rider. Oh, Heinz is attacking this Mush Gloom up near the buttons, and every single time he swings, he hits the wrong switch, and it resets everything. There we go. He's got the pattern. All right, Leoned takes down the Mech Rider and is going to get nothing and 100 gold. Heinz is on his way to the switch. He's finally gone through this whole thing. There's the switch. All right, he can move on to the next section of the undersea area. Oh boy, a whip orb. Nothing! 100 gold. Sad. Heinz reviving the boy between doorways. All right, Leoned, where are you going? Dark Palace. All right, this will give 1 seed. This will give the 6th seed for Leoned. Here it is. All right. Heinz still has another room to run through and then a boss to fight. I don't know if this is going to be a seed, though. If it is, then this is going to be a close matchup. No Dark Seed found, so Leoned's still setting everything up just in case. All right, what do we have here? We have Metal Mantis. All right, Leoned's. I think this is Leoned's. I mean, even if Heinz blows up this boss and it gives him a seed, I mean, Leoned, he has to do the damage. Leoned is going to pick up Luna Seed here and be in go mode. There it is, the Moon Seed. All right, and Leoned is in go mode. Wow. Heinz has run out of magic, needs to eat Fairy Walnut. The boy is just sitting there, the sacrificial lamb, getting knocked unconscious over and over and over again, while the Sprite... Oh, the Sprite actually is unconscious. Is unconscious and standing up. All right, Metal Mantis goes down. Leoned will be the winner of this race with an official time of 1:54. Oh, and good music to bring in. 54-56. GG's Leonid. And we have the end of game, like, celebration music. Or not end of game, but, like, boss beat, town saved celebration music going on with Spectrum of Mana right now. Alright, Bow Orb, and... Oh my god! Well... Alright. Heinz? Close. Where is that Dark Seed? That's what I want to know. If it's in the friggin' portcullis chest, I swear. I don't have the spoiler, so I don't know. Heinz is now on his way, and will be landing and finishing out the game in about 20 seconds here. Oh, man. 3 seeds found right off the bat. Flammie Drum. All right, Heinz finishing with a time of 1:55. Oh, didn't stop it. 1:55.50-ish. he's just letting it go. It was about 1:55.50, so about a 1 minute difference. GG's to both Heinz and Leonid. Congrats on getting through the seed. Yeah, getting 3 seeds and then just like scrambling around, just trying to find stuff, just trying to find progression, basically. Like felt like almost a full clear at this point. Like from what we saw, they didn't do, obviously, you know, some of the seeds they couldn't turn in, like turning in the Dark Seed, turning in Dryad Seed, doing Doppelganger, whatever was in the portcullis chest, I don't know. That may have been it. That may have been end of list. I think we saw pretty much everything else in the game. Oh my gosh, yeah, just starting off with, you know, 2 seeds, finding a 3rd seed pretty quickly, starting off with 3 elements, then eventually going to Elena's Castle and picking up the Sprite, picking up a sword, and going, all right, I have the Sprite, I have a sword, I have magic, I have seeds, I have the Flammie Drum, let's go. And both of them, like, got through Pure Lands in about an hour, and then it was another 45-50 minutes to find another 3 seeds. Gross. Oh, man. It would have been a lot better with this chest drop, you know, killing some enemies and getting quadruple gold, getting 200 gold per level versus 50 gold per level. I mean, that would have helped with leveling up weapons, leveling up armor, but that was, you know, otherwise you're just running around and, you know, blowing stuff up with the Sprite. So, anyway, GG's to both runners. Congratulations on getting through this. This was hellacious. This was exhausting to watch, much less play. So thank you all so much for letting me re-stream, re-show, whatever, rebroadcast these runs. If you want to, I've got links to the Twitch pages and maybe some other stuff. I don't know if they also have YouTube pages off the top of my head, but basically they're channels down below. If you want to go give Heinz and give Leonid a follow, it would be very much appreciated. Go and check out some more of the stuff that they do. If you want to play the Secret of Mana randomizer yourself, there's a link below where you can get the program that allows you to randomize and generate some seeds. You can play stuff on your own, and if you have any questions about setting things up within the randomizer, questions about the Secret of Mana game itself, or if you want to run the weekly seed yourself, you can do so. There's a Discord link down below to the Secret of Mana randomizer Discord group. So check that out as well. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. This was a long one this week. Thanks for sitting through the whole thing. That's it for me. I'm done. I'll see you next time. Later.